The Last Kids on Earth, Book 1. Chapter 1. That's me, not the giant monster. Beneath the giant monster, the kid on his back with the splinted bat. The handsome kid about to get eaten. 42 days ago, I was regular Jack Sullivan, 13 years old, living an uneventful life in the uninteresting town of Walkfield. He's totally not a hero, totally not a tough guy, totally not fighting giant monsters. But look at me now, battling a gargantuan beast on the roof of the local CVS. Life is crazy like that. Right now, the whole world is crazy like that. Check the shattered windows, check the wild vines crawling up the side of the building. All these things are normal. And me, I haven't been normal. Well, I've always been different. See, I'm an orphan. I bounced all over the country, different homes, different families, before landing in this little town of the Walkfield in December. But all that moving, it makes you tough. It makes you cool. It makes you confident. It makes you good with girls. It makes you Jack Sullivan. Oh, crud. In come Monster Fist. Crunch. Yikes. Almost got Monster Fist to the skull there. I'm in CVS because I needed an eyeglass repair kit. Those are the tool sets that Dad buys when their glasses break. I know that's a lame thing to need, but I have a walkie, and that talk walkie is busted, and fix that walkie. I need a really tiny screwdriver, and the only place to get a real tiny screwdriver is the eyeglass repair kit. This was supposed to be a quick, easy trip to the CVS, but one thing I learned after the monster apocalypse, nothing's quick and nothing's easy. This monster here in the forest, most fierce and just plenty horrible things I've encountered yet. He straight up, kaslam! Yikes, the monster massive fist pounds on the roof until it cracks like thin ice. I tripped, tumbled back, and landed hard on my bony butt. It's time to stop being the monster's punching bag. See, I've kind of been the world's punching bag for a while. And it just ain't a lot of fun. So I fight back. I get to my feet, I dust myself off. I get the bat in my head, not to tell you not to lose, just like a coach you in the little league do. Only I'm not trying to hit some kid's lousy curveball. I'm trying to slay a monster. Deadly duel. Who will triumph? Well, basically, he triumphs. The monster master has snatched out of midair. A thin thimble in a gargantuan grasp. I tried to grab the whole of my baseball bat blade, hack at the wild wheel slicer, but the monster's crushing grip pins the arms to my sides. He pulls me closer to his face. Thick salvia like slime oozes down the lips. His eyes scan me over with gaping nose flare as he inhales my scent. I feel like that boned babe in King Kong. Only I don't think the beast wants to hug me or love me. He sniffs me more, blowing my hair back. As he exhales, I turn my face. His breath. It's just wow, my man here needs to floss. I've encountered other freaky beasts over the last 42 days, but nothing like this. None of this examined me, walking me over, smelling me, studying me. None that felt this terrifying smart. I have a sick feeling in my gut, a sense, something that tells me that this beast is 100% pure, beyond the evil. A smile seems to creep around the monster face. A sinister smirk that says, I'm not simply some primal dumb. I am a monstrous villain, great evil, and I will enjoy inflicting pain upon a tiny human body. With a spine-tickling moan, the beast's mouth opens wide, revealing an army of dirt fangs with chunks of flesh between each tooth. A kick, I scream, and facing immediately death by devouring, I at last bite. My teeth sink into the monster's flesh, and his paw loosens slightly, just enough for me to wrap his fingers around my bruised hands. I rip free and let me monster jerk. I slam the bat into the creature's thick cranium until it roars, a sound like blarg, and his palm opens and oh no, I'm permanently thrown into the air, down through the hole in the roof, into the CVS. I land into the junk food aside. I snatch an Oreo from its package and slam it into my mouth. The Oreo is a whole lot steak, but whatever, an Oreo is an Oreo, and the good snacks are hard to find these days. Plus, since the world ended, it's pretty much everything for the talking, and I am not turning that down. No way. Rising, I examine my predicament. One of the monster giant feet feels like the entire store. One toe in the school supplies aside, another on the top of the hairspray and the deterrent aside. Dashing up and over the monster foot toward the front store, I spot what I came for. I shoved the kid in my pocket, but then smudge. The monster crawled, fingers tear through the roof like it's nothing. The ceiling collapsed around me, and I dodged to the floor. I love to stay for a while. Flip through the magazines, check the sunglasses, spiny thing cool avatars, eat some funyuns. But no time for that, giant monsters and all. I burst through the front door. I dashed past the crumpled car and through an overgrown yard, and slid beneath the cave in the porch of an abandoned house. I pull out my camera. I always carry my camera. Always. I raise the viewfinder to my eyes, twist the lens, zoom in, and snap. I photograph every monster I come across, so later I can study their attacks and defenses and strengths and weakness and junk. Also, it's just rad to say I'm a monster photographer. I give each monster a name too, but what do I call this guy? What to call a monster so terrifying that it looks like it scrambles like inside a French fry fear. The big beast roars again. It sounds like blarg. Blarg. That's got a ring to it. Suddenly, there is a jacket like a wrecking. ball crunching into the 10 million Legos. The CVS is crumbling, collapsing as Barg stomps through its wall into the parking lot. When the smoke clears, I see the monster fully for the first time upright, standing tall on tall legs and thick as tree trunks. A mountain of terror. He is Blarg, 40 feet tall, smells like 3-day-old barf. Arm is skin, claw hand, the claw is soft. Disgusting tentacles. Blarg lowers his nose and to the ground and sniffs. He lifts up the car and peeks underneath. Holy crud! He's on the hunt. He's searching for me. He scans the destroyed, decaying surroundings. He watches the Porsche. The Porsche is I'm under. A gulp. Can you see me? I slowly inch back farther into the shadows. He stares at the Porsche a moment longer, then raises his head to the sky. A deafening howl of frustration erupts from his lungs, because he doesn't see me. Borg turns and snaps his way down Spring Street, away from the ruins of the CVS, sniffing along the ground as he goes. He's like a bloodhound, and now he has my sense. As I sneak out of beneath the Porsche, I think that was close, super way dangerous close. But I'm getting used to things being super way dangerous close. What can I say? Life after the monster apocalypse is scary and also a lot weird, but that's okay. I'm a lot weird too. Now, time to get back to the treehouse. Chapter 2. Jack's high in the sky, impenetrable tree fortress of power.